Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Hot Potato Gamer and
the Chairman. Welcome to the show, ladies and gents.
that's right. So this time, it's been a while since I've done a thought and theory video. Ain't that right, Mr. Chairman? Usually, in terms of
theories,
Chairman, can I finish?
Fine.
Usually, I do the thought and theories in general. Mr. Chairman does his conviction stuffs.
Yeah,
correct?
so we decided to bring back some of our old classic videos.
Yeah, in a way. Well, I haven't done a thought and theory in a while.
Yeah, the last one was about the Pale Rose episode of Steven Universe.
No. It was a different. No. I had a different thought and theory video. I forgot what it was, but well, never mind.
It would help if you put everything on a playlist, Hops. But moving on to today's subject.
That's right. So today's thought and theory is going to be about what if.
What if what?
Exactly.
No, I don't get it. What do you mean, what if?
Cameron, I am going to slap you if you do that joke with me. Okay,
no,
but more specifically, what if in pop culture terms?
So
sorry, go ahead.
I want to ask you, Hops, what is a what if?
Well, basically in terms, let's put an example. Mr. Chairman, you went out, you got yourself a slice of pizza, and nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
So what if you didn't get a pizza? What if you got a burger?
Okay.
Yeah, that's basically a what if. It's scenarios in terms of anything or something from a story which can change it drastically. In terms, usually what ifs are good for scientific terms. Like, remember the episode of Futurama with the what if machine?
I wonder if that started that whole thing.
No, this what if started a long time ago. I think someone
Probably started with fan fiction, because that's...
isn't that
the base of most fan fiction? It's like, what if this person dated this person?
That's something different. That's not a what if. That's called ship and war.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, wouldn't that tend to be
a separate thing?
No, but if they expand it into a whole story, like, what if Sasuke dated
Naruto?
Deku?
Okay, you gotta stop that right there. That's a crack.
You know you ship it. You know you all ship it.
Hold on, here's
comment down below.
That I would like to call is called a crack what if. Similar to the term of a crack ship. Anywho, I've seen there's been a lot of different what ifs. People have done similar ones or different variants of the same type of ones. Should I give an example?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I have two what ifs are basically the same scenario, but in terms of the storylines different. The first one was I'm trying to remember was Kurthu, YouTuber who does what ifs for Dragon Ball Z's and some other what ifs and stuff. His what if is, what if Frieza from Dragon Ball Z turned good? Now, in terms, yes, we all know Frieza is basically the embodiment of evil in some cases. Well, actually, no, that was Kid Boom, I'm saying, but just evil in general.
Well, Frieza is still kind of...
Yes, but it's weirdly enough in the Tournament of Power. But anywho, within the story, when you make a what if, people do research and stuff. What he did in that one is found a scenario where Frieza could turn good. In this case, he did a version if Frieza lost his memory, like Goku.
I mean, that makes sense.
So, Mr. Chairman, would you like to know how, in terms of why would he say that?
Not really. You know, I find it just like a fun way for fans to kind of add more to their
imagination.
Yeah, it's using their imagination. Like, some people can draw, some people can write, some people can make really crappy YouTube videos like us.
Yeah, okay. In his story, in terms, he takes the scene where Goku elbowed Frieza in the head, and in terms, you do see the crater. So that's where the story starts, and that's how Frieza lost his memory.
Alright.
And they end up both going to Yardracht, and Frieza's just basically like a scared child.
Okay. So basically, to do a what if, you have to have...
information.
Find a logical chain of events of something to make it happen. Like you said, in order for Frieza to lose his head. Because the fight with Goku,
right.
Frieza lost his memory because of a head contusion.
Elbow into the head, which led to a giant crater, which in logical terms could either technically kill, but Frieza's an alien, but you get the point, though.
You know, I wonder if that what if actually inspired the...
Oh, no, this wasn't...
for Dragon Ball Super.
Oh, no, this what if came out before... This what if was a... This is what if came
I understand,
but
like...
of the tournament, but after the Tournament of Power.
Oh, this what if came afterwards?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm going to say, because you know what, there's a lot of great writers out there who end up creating ideas that help eventually influence creators in their series.
May I continue?
Yeah, go ahead.
The second what if is from one of my favorite YouTubers, Masako X, for doing voices for the Dragon Ball Bridge series. His interpretation of what if gives more of the redemption of Frieza. Or in this case, Mecha Frieza. Being disowned by his father and basically no longer in charge of his empire.
Alright, that's another interesting one, but you know what? Let's just go back to talking about like the importance of what if community in pop culture.
All right, then. Go on, Mr. Chairman.
So, I mean, like I was saying earlier, it does have an outlet for fans to create more media for those, let's give it a perfect example. Back when we were younger, it would take months before we got series of animes brought to America.
In a way,
and
yes.
episodes, because they would have to be first
if I'm
broadcasted, recorded, then subtitled, and then you gotta find a channel on
or a legal website to watch it.
Yeah, like Kiss-A-Me and all that other stuff.
Yeah, I do see what you mean.
And you know what? These what if ideas kind of, actually, you know, it kind of abridges a what if version of
abridging.
No, I said what if version of anime. Like, you know what? It's adds to it.
Yes, indeed.
It's like what if? Hey.
And truthfully, in terms, I think the most common what if in pop culture is actually Dragon Ball, the franchise.
Well,
no, there's a reason why.
That's because we're only mostly in the anime community, not the literature community.
Well, that's the thing, though. In terms of that, I looked up research in general of any what if that people have done. Dragon Ball is literally number one. Next in line, which ironic it is in terms, My Hero Academy.
Well, that became that's more of a recent.
Well, yeah, that's
past
sparked
10 years.
up. That's sparked up.
I feel like Rurouni Kenshin should have had a what if community, or actually Cowboy Bebop. I think would have had a.
I don't know about that. I mean, truth and told, you gotta watch the series and see what you can make as the what if.
Well, you gotta look at the canon. Like you gotta look at not canon.
Hold on, technically
fan fiction, because that's basically what a what if is. It's just a more logical fanfic.
Mm. Well, in terms, there's always a lot of things. You gotta be cautious of what you do as a what if. Yeah, some stories are not even what ifs. There's just some people who just makes. Well, actually, no. There's what ifs of all different kinds. Like, what if Gohan was in My Hero Academy?
Or what if?
And then there's another one is what if Sasuke or Naruto was in My Hero? Or in terms, what if Goku was?
Yeah, you could make a what if on just about anything.
Pretty much.
But you gotta find the right way to make it work.
Research, think of ideas. Jot notes, that kind of stuff.
And writing style. Because you got to remember, if a what if isn't well written, it doesn't usually fly well with the fans.
Well, yeah, that's
true. Here's a good one, ready?
Plus, also, you need to have a clear audio recording. So
well, you don't even need the audio
recording. No, there's
recording.
that too. But we'll talk about that later.
No, I'm just going back in what if in general. I mean, yeah, you could, for the recording part of it. But like I said, it's just an expanded fan fiction for what if. So, which could be if you don't have a well-written script or story when you put it up as a text format. Like at fanfic.org, I think it was the website my friend used to.
I thought it was DeviantArt.
No, that's the artwork style. We're not going to get into
that.
Right. The Tumblr before.
Okay, just keep going.
The Tumblr before the days.
Okay, Chairman, you're going off topic.
Yeah. So, where was I?
What if?
So, yeah. I feel like it's a great thing for the community to kind of build onto the lore or try to answer questions that really don't really get answered in anime. Like, what the hell has Chi-Chi been doing during Dragon Ball Z? I know Kakarot game answered that question. Or what happened to this character here and here.
Like in terms of what happened to the launch?
Yeah, like stuff
like we all know the truth on that.
No, they actually confirmed it now.
Oh, no, we know the true reason. No, Kira Toriyama just forgot about her.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, when, for example, yeah, that's a perfect thing. Like, what if...
Launch had more involvement?
No, like, if characters were forgotten by the creators and fans really did like them.
Ah, but you see, there's a good one right there. With that example, that takes what if to a whole... That gives what ifs more ideas. For example, the what if Raditz turned good from the Masako series, which is his most popular one, put in the scenario of Raditz marrying Launch, which then gave us what was the daughter? Ranch. Yes, that in turn playing words.
Moving
plus
on.
In name wise. Yes, I know.
But yeah, no, I feel like it's, and also for the creators themselves can use some of these ideas later on down the line. Be like, you know what, I didn't think of this that way. Or the fans really like this character. Maybe we should try to use him more in the story.
Or in turns make nice artworks in general with them. Or if you're artists in terms.
Or even better, make new content. Like, not even just for the series itself. Like,
I do see what you mean.
They can create a new story for themselves to put into the public for everybody else.
I do see what you mean, because I've seen people do that with Dragon Ball Xenoverse, making their own role plays with their CACs.
Yeah, but I'm just saying in general.
But that's an easy one to do because in terms it's the multiverse shit.
But I'm saying more of like, you started off as a, like, let's use 50
Fan
Shades.
comics.
Let's start with 50 Shades of Grey. That started off actually as a fan fiction for Twilight.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, no, I'm being serious. That's what I've been told.
50 Shades of Grey.
50 Shades of Grey, the BDSM
that
horror story thing.
Oh, I was thinking something else, aren't I?
The kinky thing. But started off as a fan fiction for Twilight. I mean, yes, it's...
Wait, that started the Twilight
It started as a fan... No, it's the other way around. Twilight inspired the writer to create another story similar, and it turned into its own thing.
Could you imagine the actors from Twilight
No,
in that movie?
No,
Don't
put that idea in people's heads.
I think it's already been too late, dude.
I'm gonna shank you.
Alright, go on.
People start drawing us.
I don't think that was gonna work. We're not that popular yet.
Yeah, you never know.
Alright, anywho.
But, yeah. So...
Very much
I feel like that...
Development-wise, cool
What
things.
If is just a more modern version of fan fiction that people decide to voice nowadays, and it helps build the communities.
Well, not all are voiced. Not all are voiced in terms, but I do see your point, though. So, Mr. Chairman, since we're on the topic of what-ifs, have you seen any what-ifs in general?
Does game theory count as a what-if?
Depending. Can you tell me one for a short one, real quick?
Basically, it's more they're trying to guess who the real villain is. Like,
that's not really a what-if. That's more of a type of...
But they use context clues from the story to...
No, that's more basically Sherlock Holmes.
Okay.
But I do see what you mean, though. It could be a what-if, though, because if it's not the right person...
I guess the closest thing would be of what if I was reincarnated. Yamcha would be considered a what-if. It's like, what if Yamcha had a... Actually, that's a perfect example, right?
Yeah, that is
What if Yamcha was more of a competent fighter? That's the whole start of that manga series.
Yeah, you do have a good point there.
Proves my point that what ifs are an important part of the pop culture community because they help create more content.
That is true. So wait, in terms of what if wise, would you say that the Yamcha one was? Have you actually read that?
I didn't read all of it. I just read the first chapter.
There's not a lot of it, but it's interesting.
Yeah, but
have you seen anything else? Have you read any other or seen any other ones?
Not really, because.
So for now, Yamcha is your one for the time being.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that's just proving the point of how important it is to the community.
True. All right. Well, in my case, for my favorite what if, surprisingly enough, there's not enough what ifs for certain other pop culture ones. Like you said, for example, I haven't seen any what ifs for Ronin Kenshin or Cowboy Bebop, though those are old school stuff. So I don't know if those want to be touched in terms because some of them are actually pretty good just by themselves. You can't blind.
I don't know. I feel like it. Well, because there's a lot of things that, at least on our side,
okay. Let me finish what I was saying before you continue. Let me finish what I was saying. My personal what ifs are actually, well, in terms of my pop culture fandom, besides Dragon Ball Z, which I think everyone was Dragon Ball fans, mine was basically a Naruto one. I'm a Naruto fan in terms, or what Mr. Chairman says. If he says it, he might get killed.
That's more of an late 2000s thing.
Yeah. Anywho, my favorite in terms of what I found for what ifs and Naruto's, besides what if a character was in My Hero Academia or somewhere else in general, was actually this what if is what if Zabuza survived?
Okay, that's actually would be a good one because he's a fan favorite character and
it's not just that. Zabuza was literally my favorite, villain type character in the series.
Yep.
But he also became my favorite character because the reason why is Zabuza was literally the embodiment of a typical actual ninja that was put into that world. He's straight up a ninja, silent kill, using the mist to kill people. The only difference in terms they made him more anime, just giving him a giant ass Buster Cleaver Blade.
And it also was...
And water jutsus.
And also, if I'm not mistaken, we were confirmed by Masaya Kishimoto back at Comic-Con when we won your autograph signing with him all those years ago. When Naruto ended, he confirmed that Zabuza and his fans are the coolest people. Zabuza is cool.
You can't deny that. The ending scene of his battle on the bridge, when he killed everyone with just a kunai in his mouth.
Honestly, that's probably the best fight in the Naruto series in the anime. Fight me if you want, but nothing will ever have that much power over people like that was back in the night. Growing up watching that at Toonami.
Oh my god, I was so... The dub version... Was that uncensored?
No,
was there censorship back then? I gotta be honest.
I don't think it was censored as much because that was post 2000. It started kind of being a little bit.
Was there blood? Just tell me that.
I think there was some blood. Yeah.
Okay, good.
I don't think you saw as many. I don't think you saw as many weapons sticking out as Zabuza though.
I don't know. I think there was just the same amount because they didn't do censorships back then.
No, but I'm saying that Hobbs. Like I said, it was just there's more weapons in the original cut.
In the manga.
In the anime in Japan versus the original.
Nah, I double checked this actually. Anywho.
But yeah, I guess that's our thought
and theory
on the subject.
On a what if.
On what ifs and what we think about them.
Tune in for later. We might actually put up.
Actually, Hobbs, my favorite what if is?
Oh yes, what is that?
What if we did a what if story?
Oh my god, that would be beautiful.
I mean, hey, there's many things coming down the pipeline.
Bye.